Hello, my glorious, wonderful, shining, fabulous friends. Gosh, do I have stuff that I want to talk about, and I'm going to do my best to condense this with as little rambling as possible, but it's kind of a lot. So I want to really just jump in without a backstory. Just gonna jump in. By now, I think you guys should know enough about me and my past to be okay with me just jumping in here. So I want to talk about why it is really, really important to be able to be brutally honest with yourself. I really hate this angle. Eventually I'll get a thing. Don't worry about it. So I talked in my last video about why it's great to have friends who will be brutally honest with you. But I think it's important to also talk about why it's important to really be able to be honest with ourselves. What our motivations are, what our motives are, what our reasoning is for things, what makes us tick. And this comes from how I've been feeling lately. So lately, as I have alluded to, I have been feeling stressed out, overwhelmed, on and off depressed. I've been feeling terrible. But also, as you guys know, I'm very empathetic, and lately I have been investing all of my energy into helping other people. And that's not a bad thing. I enjoy helping people. That's actually where I get a lot of my confidence from. It's where I get a lot of my feelings of success from, is helping people. But it has obviously taken a toll on my own mental health. And so here's the deal. You guys know I have low self-esteem. I talk about having self-esteem. I talk about loving yourself. And I mean it. And there are days when I do love myself. But if we're being honest, which is what I'm trying to do here, I don't always like myself. Like at all. There are days, there are weeks, there are long stretches of time on and off where I don't like myself. I don't think I'm a bad person. I don't think anything like that. I just don't think anything super great about me. I'm just like, whatever, I'm fine. I'm okay. And when I'm trying to figure out how to say these things and express what I'm trying to express in a condensed amount of time. When I feel this way, I don't know how to ask for help. I know how to be there for other people. I know how to acknowledge when other people need help, even if they don't ask for it. But I don't know how to ask for help myself. So I continue along. I stay strong. I push through another day. I continue to be positive and upbeat. I continue to be a ray of sunshine for everybody else. Meanwhile, I am a black storm cloud inside. And that's really hard when you're being one person on the outside all the time and you don't always feel that way inside. It really becomes a problem, which is kind of where I hit a wall last night. So I was trying to help a friend, and I wasn't sure if this person was ignoring me or if I had pushed too hard and they were shutting down, didn't want anything to do with me. I felt like I very much did something wrong. I was feeling really guilty, but at the same time I was feeling angry because I'm trying to help this person, and I'm like, why are you not letting me? We've talked about that before. So on the one hand, I was upset with this person. On the other hand, I was upset with me for being upset with this person. And then on a third hand, I was just upset and miserable. Time out. have to do some turning, have to do some driving. I'm driving to a new hire orientation. We're going to turn. A new hire orientation at one of the schools I'm teaching at this fall. So that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going. So anyways, I sent my friend this really, really long message last night. And in this message, I ultimately opened up in a way that I haven't opened up to someone in a long time. And while I was typing out this message on my phone, I realized all these little epiphanies that I was getting upset at my friend for not letting me be there for them. I was essentially like begging this person to let me be there for them. Yes, I want to help them and I want to actually be there for them, but also part of it was I was falling apart. I was struggling. I was hurting, and I wanted that companionship. I wanted someone else who was going to help me. Now, of course, I have my family. I have a ton of friends. I have so many people who I could go to. But for whatever reason, I was projecting my need for something onto this other person who was also in their own situation. And some of the things that I said really stuck out to me, like, a lot of the people in my life too, are very supportive, very kind, very uplifting and positive people. And they're the kind, I don't want to say they're yes men, because they're not, but they're the kind of people who will be very encouraging. Hey, you got this. It's hard right now. You're going to be okay. You know, we're all here for you, that kind of stuff. And then there are people who want to try to fix all my problems. You know, either people are trying to fix my problems, just like be helpful in their own ways. And then there are people who just want to tell me, you know, oh, don't worry about it. You're fine. You're great. You're amazing, whatever, which I appreciate. But like I just said, I don't always like myself. So when I'm in a period where I don't like myself and people are just like spewing onto me how great I am, it doesn't matter how sincere they are. I don't feel that it's sincere because I'm not believing it inside. And you know, just like I tell all of my friends, you don't have to be anything for me to be there for you. Like if you're feeling like you need a friend, but you don't have the energy to talk, to do anything, to talk about it, to put on that mask, I tell people constantly, you don't have to. Let me just come sit with you. Let me just hold your hand and everything will be okay. I'll be there for you if that's all you need. And I wanted someone, anyone really, to just recognize that I needed that I am feeling broken, and just for a little bit, I want to be allowed to be broken. And I think that's really important. When we're hurting, sometimes it's important to just hurt, to just feel that pain, to be broken, wallow in self-pity for a little while if you have to. I mean, that's what we have to do sometimes. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I feel terrified with everything I have coming up, with these classes that I'm teaching, with my schedule, with finishing my dissertation. I'm terrified that not that I'm going to fail, that I already have failed. I'm super scared that I'm going to totally drop the ball and everything, that I'm going to do awful, I'm going to fail. I'm all sorts of things. I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed out, I'm scared. There are times when I'm angry at the universe, all sorts of stuff. And I'm really going to end with this because now I'm getting to a point where I'm just kind of rambling. But I think that it's important that, again, we're honest with ourselves, because up until yesterday, I wasn't really even aware of my own mental situation. It wasn't until I had some conversations with people, it wasn't until I sent that message to my friend that I was able to work through those things. And so I think it's really important that we take that honest inventory of ourselves on a regular basis. And that's something I want to start doing. Maybe not once a week, maybe not even once a month, but on occasion, I want to stop and take stock of myself, of my situation, of my emotions, of my motivations, and see if that helps me in any way. So I love you guys a whole lot, and I hope that this made sense. It's, how long is it? Not too long, 11 minutes. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, comments, whatever it is that you want to say, because that's what we're here for, because we are a family. And I love you, and have the best day ever, mostly because I said so, mostly because Brandon says so. And maybe we'll come back to this idea soon. All right? I love you guys, and I'll see you later.